How's it going, everybody? Johnny Styles here with Wellness Observer Live and Sensei Athletics. This is going to be Styles and Sensei, where the media meets coaching, and at the same time, perspectives collide, and opinions get tested. But in reality, this is a great show for you guys. Of course, presented by Wellness Observer Live and Sensei Athletics, and we have here none other than the one and the only Mr. Grandmaster Sensei right there. Rich, how's it going? And
Good. Weather's great here in Arizona. Great means hot as hell. But very excited about the interview. We have one Dani Theo on board with us, and we are going to ask her some extremely pressing questions, but not too pressing. Not too pressing.
no, we're gonna I don't know. It depends on how we feel her out. If she's the Dani we know, we might, one thing for sure,
we're gonna keep it like
the only show that we are going to do the right questions on behalf of everybody. But before we got into Dani, I really I don't have my sunglasses here. I cannot believe that we are doing this because of the reason that we're doing this, because there's some idiots in the world in 2026 that still don't know how to freaking read. So more on that in a little bit. So without further ado, we have our guest straight from España, señoras y señores. I'll present her
Hi,
in
guys.
English, Spanish, in all the right world. Señoras y señores, Miss Dani Theo.
How are you guys? Thank you for having me. So good to see you. I
Look
had
at
to make a post, and this had to happen for you guys to get me on.
We had to clear the space. Had to clear the air.
First of all, I'm gonna start right through it. What happened? What went through your mind, and why did you decide to make this post?
Really not. I'm just quite open, and I like to share how I feel. I like to share with my the people that follow me what's going on in my life, not only the good, but also the bad and the in between. And also, people were asking me, which show are you doing? Are you competing this weekend, next weekend? So I just wanted to make a post and make it a little bit clear that I will not be competing in the next weeks. But I think people misinterpreted my caption or your caption. And yeah, it just escalated into something that apparently I'm retiring, I'm stepping away, which is not happening at all.
I don't know. I still think some people in the world are really, really dumb and really stupid, because I am looking at the graphic right now, and
Yeah.
it clearly says the next time I step on stage, I don't want to be just competitive. I want to be undeniable, which, to prove my point, everybody that I've talked to or that have lived this life that have quoted the word undeniable, they have returned and make themselves undeniable. So for you to say that, it's just something that blows everybody's mind, because people know you as this person that when you say something, you do it.
Yeah, and to be honest, for me, it was a very difficult decision to even take that little bit of a step back. So that in itself shows that there is no way I'm retiring, because I've been really fighting with myself to continue staying prep and do the shows that I had planned. I had planned a lot of shows this year. Um, I just had to postpone them. That's the right word. And um, yeah, come back, do what feels right for me at this point, and come back, like I said, undeniable. Because the truth is, I've been competing nonstop for a long time,
Yes.
and I don't know. I'm not very open with my personal life on social media. But for those who don't know, I moved countries last year, while I was prepping and while I was doing pro shows, the Olympia, the Arnold. So it's been a lot for me, and it just got to a point where I just needed a little bit time to breathe, process everything, and also make some improvements because I haven't had the chance to do that.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, how long did it take you to make that transition from Australia you were staying in into moving to Spain?
It literally happened in no time because last year we were talking about, remember when I was
Yeah,
in USA and I was planning to do USA shows. Then last minute, because I was ready early, I decided to book a flight and come to do the Empro in Alicante in Spain,
yeah,
which I did. And I had done the show the year before. I loved Spain. It had been on my mind moving to Europe, just to be closer to the shows. Being in Australia was very, very difficult for me to come multiple times to compete.
yes,
So after the Empro, I basically just made the call and I said, I'm not going back to Australia. I'm just gonna move, and I made it happen. But it was not easy
you
because I wasn't prep at the same time. I
made
was,
it look easy.
yeah. I think at the time, it I didn't have the option to not make it easy for myself because
Yeah,
I was prepping for the Olympia. So I was just, one thing at a time. I just need to stay focused. I need to get myself organized. I brought my dog over as well, and yeah, it eventually hit me. It hit me. I'm human. uh,
yeah,
we 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 are more disciplined than the average person, but sometimes I think people think that we're robots, and we think that sometimes too.
yeah.
But
It's true.
it
That's very
gets to
true.
a
Let me
point
ask you.
where you just need a little bit of, you know.
Needed a break. You've
Yeah.
been competing consecutively and consistently year after year after year after year. We saw you on stage, even with some setbacks, like you had some issues with your digestive tract, and you had GI issues, and you kind of just powered through those GI issues. And many athletes keep competing, even though when they need improvements, they never hit the pause button. Was this a difficult decision for you, like emotionally, to say, "Hey, I need to step back and make improvements"? And in which areas do you feel like you need the biggest improvements?
Look, I think I don't need to change a whole lot about my physique, mainly just freshen it up a little bit.
Mhm,
And I would like to add a little bit more size in my lower body, on my
mhm,
lower body, mainly for the fact that I'm always asked to come in fuller and softer. But for me, after I've tried all the looks, I've tried the hard, I've tried the full, I've tried the soft, and what works best for me, in my opinion, and what I feel most confident in, and what I've placed the best with, it has been on the harder side and on the flatter side. But I just
mhm,
think to bring the look that is a little bit that bit more competitive, to put me in the top 10, which is my goal. Um,
mhm.
I just need to be a little bit bigger so I can get away with a little bit flatter, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So this is what I really want to do, and just freshen up really, because I know how my body looks when I'm fresh compared to when I'm tired and
Yes.
competing show after show. This is what I really want. And even just the mental pressure, just removing that, it's made my body look different in the last 2 weeks.
Mhm.
So right now, I really don't know what the plan is. I could post next week like I'm competing in 5 weeks. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
go week by week. We just go by how I'm looking, how I'm responding, and how my head is, how my mindset is.